Good morning, afternoon. It's afternoon. I don't know where the time has gone. I feel like the last couple weeks, there's some kind of weird like time travel thing happening. Like I get up and it's 5 or 6 and the next thing I know, it's like hours have gone by. But I just went live in my virtual accountability tribes and I shared some really awesome stuff that resonated with me today from my personal development. And I wanted to share it with you guys because those of you who are following my journey, well, I hope to inspire you. I hope that you decide today to be bold in your belief and to be bold in your own journey and show up and rock it, because that's what it's all about. Like, you are the only one responsible for your own transformation in whatever area of your life you need to work on. Maybe that's your budget, or maybe that's your relationships, or maybe that's, living your dream life or working your most epic job. Like, I don't know. I'm not here to tell you what that is. You know what it is. You can fill in your own blank. But we're talking a lot about being brave. We're actually doing the devotional 100 Days to Brave in one of my groups. And I'm kind of just doing a spin on that because I feel like, showing up to your journey every single day, it requires bravery. And in my years of coaching women, all different women, I find over and over again that it's really scary to believe in yourself, especially if you've struggled with your journey in the past. And it's really easy to come up with all these self-limiting beliefs that we use as legit excuses to keep us stuck and to hold us back. Legit. I did it too. I still do it. I actually just started a course this morning to help me break through that to get to my next level. And I can't wait to learn so many amazing things and share some of those nuggets with my tribe and with some of you guys, those of you who are open to it. So if that resonates with you, you can give me a heart to know that you're along for the journey, and hopefully it's resonating with you. So I have been reading this book. I love Hal Elrod, and I've been sharing about this lately. It's probably backwards, but The Miracle Equation is such an awesome book. Highly recommend all of Hal's books. I am such a big believer in how thoughts become things. And this morning, that was my personal development. That was my aha. And it ties into bravery because sometimes, like I said, we sell ourselves short and we tell ourselves that that's too hard, or that's for other people, or I don't have enough time, or I don't have enough money. We come up with all these reasons, probably because we're afraid to fail, or we're afraid to get uncomfortable. We're afraid to break up with that comfort zone, which is not, it might be comfortable, but it's really not. It's going to keep you stuck, and it's going to prevent you from becoming the person that you were meant to be. And you guys, I don't care where you're at in your own personal journey. I'm high-fiving you all. I hope that you're inspired. I hope you're plugging in. I hope that you're not selling yourself short and saying, well, I'm not motivated, because motivation's a crock of bull. You have to make that decision and own your own journey. You have to plug in with people that are going to support you and encourage you. But at the end of the day, it's no one else's responsibility to rock your life aside from you. And it all comes down to your mindset. It all comes down to the stuff you're telling yourself, the mantras that we're repeating. So thoughts become things. And this morning in my personal development, I underlined this, and I'm going to tell you what it is right now. Okay, so take notes. Not really. Okay, so your thoughts matter. And when you take control of your thoughts and you own that responsibility, you understand that your ability to create meaningful results and improvements in your life is always present. Coupled with a consistent process, your chances of achieving greater success move into reach. It's all about consistency. We're all human. We all struggle. And it's easy to be inconsistent, but I'm telling you, that's how you get momentum in your life, is by making the decision that you're going to do the thing you need to do, whether that's have a budget or move your body or go through some therapy, whatever it is for you. You have to be consistent. You can't just do something once or twice and think it's going to change your life. All that change comes from being consistent. And if you're telling yourself that that's too hard, or that's for other people, or you don't have the time, you're selling yourself short. So instead, flip the script in your head. Instead of being like, this is too hard, be like, I can do hard things. And this feels so much easier than it used to. I am so proud of myself for making the time, showing up to my journey, honoring the process, doing the hard thing. I can do this. I did not come this far to stop now. I didn't come this far to stop now. Okay, so then I also wrote this down, that the point is that your effort doesn't always translate into success in terms of tangible results, but it will always translate into you developing yourself into the person you want to be. That's why we set goals. That's why you commit to things, because even if you don't hit the number on the scale, or you don't have that number in your bank account, even though you might have created those goals for yourself and maybe they haven't come to fruition as quickly as you wanted, or maybe they didn't come to fruition at all, maybe you had a plot twist and something else has happened, it doesn't mean that you had success, because you're showing up to your journey, you're moving farther along your path. And so I want you to set goals, and I want you to have like, you know, something that you're working towards, but I also want you to remember that just because you don't have tangible results right away, it doesn't mean that it's not working. It just means you're evolving into the next level version of yourself and into that person you've always wanted to be. I freaking love that. So that really resonated with me today, especially as we're talking about being brave enough to show up for what it is you want, being brave enough to ask for what you want, being brave enough to make yourself a priority and to stop like coming up with excuses why it's too hard or why that's for other people or, you know, that's selfish to take care of you. None of that is true. You are the only one responsible for your journey. You are the only one responsible for living your best life. And if something bad happened to you, I'm genuinely sorry. We all have bad things that happen to us, but you have no control over what happens to you. You have 150% control over how you react to it. And so you can be, I'm a victim because this happened to me, or my parents did this, or blah, 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 like whatever. You can be a victim and you can give away your power and subscribe to that self-limiting mindset, or you can be like, this may have happened to me and it was unfair, or it was super shitty, but it made me who I was. It helped me adjust my perspectives and gave me a new perspective on life. You guys, like, we're never victims. We're never stuck. We're never trapped unless we tell ourselves that. So I'm fist bumping you all. I hope some of that resonates with you. I hope that you show up today and that you're brave enough to go after what you want, what you believe you're worth, and that you surrender all the self-limiting belief. True story.